Hello and welcomes back everyone. Wolf here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic, playing as Vaedren here, my agent, and where we last left off, we managed to prevent the plan of Revan and his Revanites by destroying both the majority of the Republic and Imperial fleets, led by Darth Maul and the Grand Master of the Jedi Order, Satele Shan. Revan himself managed to escape and is on the moon of Yavin IV, where seemingly he plans to resurrect the Sith Emperor, only to try and destroy him completely. Something that sounds rather ludicrous, but that's his plan. Either way, we now are part of a loose alliance between the Republic and the Empire, or at least the fleets made up of the Grand Master and Darth Maul, to deal with Revan, and they want us to join them on Yavin IV. So, that's exactly what we're going to do. So, let's get ourselves underway. Yavin IV. More than 24 moons orbit the outer rim gas giant Yavin. Of those moons, the one designated Yavin IV is by far the most habitable, supporting a vast array of flora and fauna within its lush and endless jungles. Yavin IV also holds a great deal of interest to the Jedi and the Sith. For well over 1,000 years now, the dark side of the Force has flowed through Yavin IV in an ever-increasing magnitude. But those who visit the moon's deadly rainforests and swamps in search of an exploration for the phenomenon rarely return, and never with any answers. Let's go find out why, shall we? So, this is another world, as you'd expect, since we're forming a confederation between the Republic and the Empire forces, that both Republic and Imperial players will be here at the same time.
You can smell the difference.
There is no dedicated spaceport here. We'll have to take a shuttle down to the staging ground. This is meant to be somewhat neutral ground, and there are areas of sanctuary where we should not combat our fellow players. And yet, once you're out in the jungle, well, sometimes accidents happen. We'll put it that way.
Keep waiting to hear that this is all some ploy. Like we're here to lull the Republic into a false sense of security.
If only. That would mean we weren't teaming up out of necessity to take down a threat too big to handle alone.
I know I'm not cleared, but I heard rumors. Is it really him behind this? Darth Revan?
I'm going to assume it is. In my experience, it's best to assume the worst.
Lovely. And everyone's afraid. Of course they are. We can purchase a stronghold here on Yavin IV if we so wished, before we go meet with the Alliance leaders.
No gambling, no contraband. This isn't an army base. It's a prison camp.
We have various temples sprung about within the jungles themselves. Did we actually... There may be a reputation vendor. Let's have a quick look around.
What can I get for you?
So, a couple of companion customization items. We can get our own recon walker. If we are a legend with the coalition forces of Yavin IV. We have the Shield Warden's armor set. I think I've already purchased. And is sitting on my legacy cargo hold for when I may play a trooper once again.
Come back anytime.
Thank you. How are we with the coalition forces? We are considered a hero, and we are very close to being considered a champion. Various class trainers.
There can be no mistaking it. The Emperor is on this moon. Revan is here as well. And another presence, if you wish to believe the Grand Master.
The other presence, it's unclear. The dark side permeates everything here. Saturates it. I've been to Oricon. This is another level entirely.
I should think so. After all, this is the Emperor we're talking about.
The Order of Revan is garrisoned inside an old Masasi temple. That is where the dark side is most prevalent.
We carved out an area as close to the temple as we could. The high concentrations of Masasi in these parts made it difficult.
It didn't help that you knew about the Masasi, but didn't bother to give a heads up to our recon teams.
What's a Masasi?
They're genetic cousins of the Sith. Barbaric warriors originally from Korriban.
Don't you teach your people anything, Lana?
Agent, compose yourself. While Darth Mar and I have reached an accord, many of those under our command obviously don't share our sense of commitment.
If you were to assist in shoring up our position, it would serve as an example to the rest.
We can be pragmatic if we choose to. Do what you do so well out there. I'll remain in touch.
Okay. Let's learn about this coalition. In one of the most profound developments of recent times. One of the most profound developments will not be shared. It will not be celebrated, and only in the softest of voices in the most secure locations will it be discussed. Acting largely on their own, the Dark Council's Darth Maul and the Jedi Grand Master have agreed to a temporary truce amongst their forces, going so far as to plan and act in concert against their common foe, the Revanites. If these coalition forces are successful, if they can put aside their differences long and well enough to stop Revan's mad scheme, it could be seen as a bridge to a more permanent agreement. While some might welcome such a scenario, others are all too content to see their differences worked through on the battlefield. They would never compromise their ideologies, even if doing so would spare the lives of millions.
We will put an end to Revan's plan.
Our truce must hold. Everything depends on it.
Glad to have you handling this.
I'm glad we can count on you.
Aha. Okay, so act as a inspiration to others by showing that the Republic and the Empire can rely on us and work together. We'll see. Oh, bloody hell. I was having input lag again. So, this is the entirety of Yavin IV that we're going to be exploring. But,
Travel route is confirmed.
let's head to the forward camp for now. And map. This is the Imperial forward camp and area. And if we pull out just a bit further, we have the Republic's own forward staging area. We need to set up 3 perimeter sensors in each region, just to prove that we're willing to work with the Republic as well as the Empire themselves. There are caves that cross over, heading deeper towards the old Massassi Temple, and obviously the different regions of the staging area here. Of course, while we are here, players of the Republic could be in the other region, and we could encounter one another. And we're not going to be in...
I don't like this at all. We're in striking distance of the Republic, and what are we doing about it? Nothing. We're at war.
My recon team came across some reps covering the same ground. Thought we'd get the drop on them.
Are they dead? Tell me they're dead.
They're dead, all right, but we didn't kill them. Massassi warriors jumped them. Us too. I'm all that's left.
So, okay. Good to know.
Yeah, there's bigger and badder things out in this jungle. The Massassi being one of them. But as I was saying, we may encounter a player of the Republic out in the jungle.
Stupid jungle. What am I stepping in? If it were hut filth, at least I know there was something fun around.
Oh shit. A Revanite assault walker.
All going down.
Unfortunately, it's going the way we need to go. We do have a bonus to defeat 30 of the jungle creatures, and here's our first look at an actual Massassi. We saw a holographic image of one in Torch's Mandalorian camp. It doesn't require much of an imagination to see that the hulking Massassi are genetic cousins to the Sith pureblood. Both share the same distinctive skin tones, skeletal ridges, and body tendrils. Both are also force-sensitive, though the similarities typically end there. Nourished by the dark side of the Force, the yellow-eyed Massassi have developed a culture based around hunting, combat, and violent ritual sacrifice. On Yavin IV in particular, the Massassi are markedly different from purebloods. These impossibly strong warriors have developed dense and sharp claws on their hands and feet, and their intellect has diminished to the point that they rely almost entirely on animal instinct and use grunts to communicate. Their society, such as it is, has devolved into true barbarism.
You should see the way Theron glares at me.
Yeah, he's probably still not impressed about what you did to him back on Rishi. I think communications are a bit busted. You're repeating yourself. That's all 3 sensors set up. Should I go down this way? I guess so. Travel through this cave system. Oh, we have another. Oh, we have a spirit wandering about. We have a sensor here. A crash sensor. Little statues here. We have larger statues as well. Okay, now we're in the Republic region. Set up the other perimeter sensors. I can hear another walker, yeah. They're not quite impeding where I need to go. For now.
Rise and shine.
Master Shan asked me to convey her appreciation.
Rise and shine. Rise and shine.
There's the Republic landing base. I don't think anyone will be around this early. They may turn up in an hour or so, due to the daily reset. They may come here for some reputation, or for the heroics that may be around.
See the way Theron glares at me.
Well, stop looking at him then. Now we need to set up a major sensor hub to correlate the data and then transmit it back.
Here. I have an opportunity for us if you're interested.
Go ahead.
There's a redundant monitoring subsystem in the equipment you're installing. You could activate the subsystem, setting it to track Republic chatter and movements.
Sneaky. I like it.
Okay, I'll walk you through the steps.
Welcome.
Hi. I think I'm going mad, Cleo. We should have maybe brought someone else with us. I'm sure Cleo enjoyed her time on Rishi. I'm not sure how she feels about Yavin IV. Maybe we should have brought, Vector. For his diplomatic skills. Oh, we have another sensor. Esk. Now, I think these sensors are using the... Is it the Orabesh alphabet? And there are various sensors set up. Like this one here. This is Dawn. So we had Crash, Dawn, Esk. So we should have... Is it Beth? Would it be Aura? Not really meant to be here right now. Don't mind me passing through. What grounds? I don't see those words. This is where we traveled through to get into the Republic region, a cave system known as the Breaking. But yeah, there are two more cave systems which will get us into the Imperial region. We have Besh. These are sensors even further forward from the Republic staging ground. Auric. Oh, yeah. Makes sense. Auric. Okay. I think that's all the sensors set up. I don't think there's another. I could be mistaken. Either way, get ourselves back to the, Coalition staging ground. Hopefully no one discovers our tampering.
Do you require medical attention?
Deconstruct those later.
Be well.
We've got a much better picture now of what's between us and the Temple. First thing's the Massassi. We knew we'd be facing a lot, but now we know it's a lot. A lot.
There can be no reasoning or bargaining with the Massassi. Once we encroach upon their territory, they will attack.
That was the first thing.
The best of the Imperial Guard are trained in special facilities, honed to physical perfection and instilled with unwavering loyalty. We found one such facility between us and the Temple. The Emperor must have had it constructed in secret.
And there are life forms inside. Human. Whether it's Revanites or the Emperor's Guard, they won't be looking to help us.
I'll find out who we're dealing with.
That location is of great strategic value. Make clear to its inhabitants, whomever they are, that the facility is ours now.
Okay. So, as we walked by, but now we're actually heading into that region known as the training grounds. A secret Imperial Guard training ground area. Funny how that turns out. And it seems like there are people still within the structure itself. We need to investigate and find out who's there and what they're up to. So, pull out our map again. Yeah, obviously we know the training grounds. But we need to get inside. It says infiltrate, but I'm sure we'll find some way to sneak, quote unquote, into the Imperial Guard training area and see what's happening there. Thank you all for joining me once again with even more Star Wars: The Old Republic. As always, feel free to leave a comment if you so wish, and hopefully I'll see you for even more next time. Until then, no, take care. Bye-bye now.